Hey everybody, good morning. Welcome back to Freaky Funko Friday. My name is Anthony. Thanks for joining me once again. And today is going to be a pretty short video because I want to cover just one Funko Pop that was released. I didn't even know this one was coming out. So when I saw it at Target, I had to pick it up. So it is a Target exclusive. And I was pretty excited to see it. I was really pumped up because nowhere did I read, or usually where I use a different couple websites and different places to find out what's coming. So if you guys remember back, well, some of you probably don't, but if you remember back in the 1980s, Domino's Pizza had a mascot called the Noid, and the famous phrase was "avoid the Noid." And so Funko made the Noid into a Funko Pop. So this Noid is pretty amazing. Domino's stopped using it, and I don't even know why. I guess to change marketing strategies probably, but they stopped using it, and pizza sales declined. Not right away, but their sales started to decline until probably maybe maybe 7 or 8 years ago when they just kind of redid Domino's. They changed the sauce. They changed a lot of different things. They changed the way they advertise. They were talking about all the mistakes they made, how they're fixing them. So they've really turned the brand around. But this video isn't about Domino's, it's about the Noid. So without further ado, and I just want to show you what it looks like from the side, there is the Noid. And on the back, avoid the Noid. And you can actually go on YouTube, which you're on right now, and you can actually type in the Noid and watch some of the older commercials that the Noid was in. So here he is, Target exclusive. This dropped, according to, once I found out, I did some digging, and this bad boy dropped last week, at least in my area last week. And I don't know, to be honest with you, man, to be honest with all of you, I don't know how much you know, if the Noid is still popular or not. So I don't know how many Funko Pops Funko made of this one. I mean, if I had to guess, I'm going to say they're not going to overdo it. So there might even, I mean, I don't know, but I'm just taking a guess, to be honest with you guys. I think this one might be even more rare than the Pokemon Pikachu Pop. I don't know if Domino's and Funko made a deal where they're going to make, 10,000 of these things. I just don't think so. But I don't know. I really don't know, because I didn't know it was coming out. And Funko never, unless it's a limited edition, they never release info on a specific pop on how many they're going to make in total. So that stuff never gets released. So you really don't know, but I would suggest picking them up. I mean, this is, right now, I think he's worth like $25, and I just paid $8.99 at Target. So I think his price is going to go up pretty high. It almost reminds me of Bullseye, which is Target's mascot. And I remember for a long time they had a bunch of those on the shelves, and I only bought one. Looking back, I wish I bought more, because you can't even find one on eBay for under $100. So, and I do have one, but that's all I have, and it's in perfect condition. But yeah, if I see any more of these, I'm gonna probably get another one, just because I think they're going to be that rare. When I say rare, I don't mean like only 1,000, only 2,000. I just mean probably less. I would say less than 10,000 are going to be made. Maybe even into the only 6,000 range. But I could be wrong. But that's just my opinion. I don't know. They could overdo it and make a bunch of these. But the problem with releasing something like this is you don't want to overdo it, only because generations, like older generations, and no, I'm not old, but older generations like myself, we know who this is. But, all the millennials, they don't know who the Noid is. Probably never seen him before. Didn't even know Domino's had a mascot back in the day. You guys don't even know what an 8-track looks like. Or a cassette tape. So that's this isn't the 8-track era, but this is definitely the cassette tape era. So, yeah, so I don't know if Funko and Domino's are going to do a whole bunch of these or not. But I personally think, and I don't know if they are doing this, but I personally think this, I'm glad it's, I mean, it's cool as a Target exclusive, but I think it would be really cool if they made this a Domino's Pizza exclusive. And so every time you do an order, you know, they just somehow do a random thing where they deliver you your pizza and a Funko Pop of the Noid. I don't know, I thought that would be cool. But, or maybe they do, I don't know if they're going to come up with a Domino's where you can only get them at Domino's Pizza. You know what I mean? But, yeah, it's pretty cool. He's pretty awesome. So, didn't want to spend too much time on him, just enough to get you guys pumped up about it, because I didn't know this was dropped. And, man, this brings back so many memories. It just really brings back a lot of memories. If you guys know who the Noid is and you remember him, leave a comment below. I'm guessing a lot of the younger generation, you know, this is from the 80s, so a lot of the younger generation probably doesn't know who the Noid is. So check out those commercials. They're not like amazing commercials or anything like that, but just so you can kind of see the marketing techniques that Domino's used back in the 80s versus what they're using now. And so I wish they would bring back the Noid, honestly, because I think he's cool enough to bring back. And this could be, I mean, depending on how popular this Funko Pop is, I don't think they're going to bring it back, but it could be an avenue where they might try to bring it back. Really depending on the success maybe of the Funko Pop. But again, you're only targeting, with this one, Funko's only targeting generations that were growing up. Where, you know, if you grew up in the 80s, and I grew up in the 80s, then you know who this is. If you didn't grow up in the 80s or early 90s, then you really don't know who this is. But trust me, this one's probably going to be, I don't have any inside info, but I'm going to assume it's going to be less of these made than Pikachu. And you guys know how hard it is to find Pikachu. So if you see this in the store, even if you don't know who it is, or this is maybe something you don't typically collect, I would grab it, because it's probably going to be worth a lot of money down the line, into the hundreds. So that's all I have for this video, guys. I just want to show you that as a quick update. And I got another video coming where I'm going to be doing random pops that are going to be coming out. There's a cool Superman pop in there too. So stay tuned for that. I'll see you guys on my next video. Please be kind to one another, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.